Okay, thanks, bud.
Win the division. Yeah, they'd win the division. Because Minnesota's in the last non-playoff spot.
Yeah.
So winning the division but losing in their playoff game. Here's who's on the board for the Lions. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Denzel Burke, cornerback, Ohio State. Kingsley Suamatia, offensive tackle, BYU. Jeremiah Trotter, inside linebacker, Clemson.
I haven't heard that name before.
Chop Robinson, defensive end, Penn State. And Xavier Worthy, wide receiver, Texas.
What was the kid from Penn State? What position was he?
Defensive end, Chop Robinson.
Great name.
Yeah.
No defensive tackles, huh?
I'm sure there will be defensive
I'll go with I'll go with a corner. This is just seems to be typical corner.
Kang, do you have a preference here?
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean,
nope. Haven't seen these guys play. So I remember them standing out. Yeah.
The pick is in. You've seen this guy play. The pick is in with the 22nd selection. The Detroit Lions select Xavier Worthy, wide receiver, Texas. Worthy has some wheels, but his lean frame might concern some scouts. 6'1", 163. He's the receiver version of cornerback Emmanuel Forbes, who was just drafted number 16 last Thursday. Even so, Worthy went for 760 yards and 9 touchdowns last season, and he can fit in nicely alongside Amon-Ra, Jamison Williams to give Jared Goff and or Hendon Hooker a solid trio of wideouts. With Jahmyr Gibbs also there, that offense has a chance to be a lot of fun. Alternatively, Detroit could go defense to continue adding to the defense.
Look, at 6'1", 163, he can fit in anywhere.
yeah, 163, and they probably up that.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably like 155.
Yeah. Can you weigh 163?
Yeah. I'm small.
Exactly what? Do you weigh exactly
No.
163?
Not anymore.
All right, fair enough.
Dad bod?
175.
Is that what you're on?
Yeah. Dad. It is true. Anyways,
It happens.
that guy's small. 163?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of off your board small. Look, does he have the frame to put on more weight? Again, it's not really worth even debating, but, I mean, McShay himself says this is the least favorite thing he has to do is put on a mock draft right after the draft happened. But it's interesting to see where they're picking and where everybody in the division is picking. It's Carson Anderson, Open Lines, Gators Derby picks coming up today at 1:38. 97.1 the ticket.
What the
Hey,
fuck
Detroit,
is
spring
going
is
on?
here. Summer fast approaching. We know this. Look outside; it's beautiful. But you don't want to get caught with a flooded basement or a scorching hot house this year. No. You got any of those issues? Call Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling today. Now, they dropped a special offer. It's just in time to beat the heat of the summer that's fast approaching. Birmingham Plumbing is now including a free ultraviolet light air purifier or a high-efficiency air filter when you have both your furnace and air conditioning systems replaced. In addition, they include up to a full 5-year parts and labor warranty with annual maintenance. And don't be worried about the cost up front because Birmingham has got you covered there. They offer financing options for your new furnace or AC system for as low as $70 a month. So whether it's your air conditioning or furnace, a pool heater, a boiler, a water filtration, you might have a flood in your basement, a clogged drain, cold pool, bad sump pump, water somewhere, something's on the fritz. Get it taken care of and call Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling today, 248-282-3971, or schedule an appointment online at birminghamplumbingco.com. Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, your Metro Detroit boiler experts.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic. Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes says so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI. Or download the app today.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's a double or nothing Wednesday, May 10th. AEW Dynamite and Rampage return to the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. 13,000 plus are champions into the Little Caesars Arena in downtown. This promises to be one of the biggest AEW live shows of the year. Listen to this. Don't miss AEW World Champion MJF. I'm better than you, and you know. John Moxley. This is the story of Kings. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. Saraya, Bryan Danielson. The best professional wrestling company in the entire world. Claudio Castagnoli, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Jay Hale, Samoa Joe, Dan Housen, Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, The Acclaim. Everyone loves The Acclaim. Hangman Page, Jay, Adam Cole, The Guns, Sammy Guevara, Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society. I am Chris Jericho, and I always win. Darby Allin, Sting, and more. The people come and win. Don't miss AEW Live at the Little Caesars Arena. Tickets are on sale now. Go to AEWTix.com. Cards subject to change.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Is your check engine light on? The free Fix Finder service reads your check engine, ABS, and maintenance lights. It even sends a detailed report directly to your email. When you need to get back on the road, AutoZone's free Fix Finder service is here. Get the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes. Only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
Do you know what brand sells the most work shoes in America? Skechers. Why? Skechers has the best looking safety toe and slip resistant shoes around. They've got superior quality and simply incredible prices, but many people get them just for the style. So you can enjoy tough steel toe protection and slip resistant soles anywhere, even if you don't need them for work. And since they're Skechers, you know they're going to be comfortable. With Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Find your new pair of Skechers safety toe and slip resistant work shoes at a Skechers store, at Skechers.com, or wherever work shoes are sold.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-838-6161. That's 800-838-6161. 800-838-6161.
Michigan Auto Law. Auto Accident Attorneys. Visit Autolaw.com.
97 won the ticket, but like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Each day the onion gets peeled a little bit more on what happened with the Alabama baseball program.
Oh, you had more on, right?
Yeah, so we started on Wednesday talking about this story because gambling was halted after some suspicious bets came in on an Alabama-LSU baseball game. Okay. Showed me that you indeed can bet on college baseball. The FanDuel app. It's hard to find. But, in fact, I'm going to try and do it now on my own without Kang's help. Because I'm a big boy now. Anyway, you can't do it. And, yeah, Georgia and Tennessee. I'm going to put $1 down on Georgia money line. But anyway, so some suspicious bets came in on LSU. Heavy betting. And it raised red flags with the gaming commissions, and they've stopped taking bets on Alabama baseball in like 4 states because of it. So the alleged suspicious activity took place Friday at the sportsbook at the Great American Ballpark, which is where the Cincinnati Reds play. There's a sportsbook in there, and people went in and placed these bets. The Ohio Casino Control Commission looked at 2 bets on the Tigers to win from the same unidentified customer. Now, before that game started, Alabama's starting pitcher, Luke Holman, was scratched because of now what is being called back tightness. He was replaced by sophomore Hogan Banks, who hadn't started since March 16th. LSU won the game 8-6. They jumped out to an 8-1 lead. Alabama fought back, but LSU won. LSU's number 1 in the country, and their starting pitcher is a top 5 projected MLB draft pick. Indiana shut down after suspicious bets. I think Pennsylvania shut down. New Jersey shut down. Wouldn't take any more bets. ESPN has a story that says regular season college baseball does not typically attract significant betting interest or large wagers. FanDuel said it didn't take a single bet on the game. Not one. But huge bets come in. Today there is, so then yesterday.
I still don't know what the huge bets are, right?
Still don't know how much. But there's some details that might be helpful. Alabama yesterday fired their baseball coach.
Okay.
Brad Bohannon. Well, according to Darren Ravel in a story just updated at this hour, Gator.
Okay.
The man who placed wagers with the BetMGM sportsbook in Cincinnati's home ballpark in connection with former Alabama head coach Brad Bohannon. He had a connection with former Alabama head coach Brad Bohannon. Bohannon was on the phone with this guy, whose identity has not been disclosed, when a decision to scratch the team's best pitcher was made before the contest with LSU. So Bohannon scratches his pitcher, and he's on the phone with this dude. Now, it doesn't say that Bohannon told him to do anything. This
Right, it could be something as harmless as he's talking to this guy, and he's like, oh man, I just had to scratch my starter. Oh, did you? Yeah. I don't know. Get the sniffles. Can't play.
The guy he was talking to is a former high school baseball coach. The story goes on to say, while there are normally limits on college baseball games, usually in the $500 range, those limits are ordinarily confined to online sports betting apps. In person with cash, those same rules don't apply. It's why a former travel ball coach was able to place substantial wages on the LSU money line, which closed at minus 245, in a parlay that included the game. Sources say there's no evidence that any student athlete on Bohannon's team was aware of his connection to the bets or participated in any way. While wagering on insider information isn't regulated by a federal body, like it is for financial markets, leaking information to outside parties as a coach, staff member, or player can be punitive. Former NBA referee Tim Donaghy was sentenced to 15 months in jail for selecting picks with a bookie for his 2 seasons at the job. Bohannon told somebody he was scratching his starting pitcher. Now, is this just an innocent conversation?
Could be.
Him and an old acquaintance talking an hour before a game, he lets him know, and that acquaintance then takes the money and goes and does something that gets Bohannon fired? Or was it,
Hey, make this bet for me.
Seriously, it's one of the two, right?
Yeah. I mean, I could see both cases. I prefer to see one over the other. I prefer not to think that, the coach of a big-time college baseball program is telling other people, put this bet here because I'm going to scratch our starter. Well, that sounds weird. Our starter is going to have to be scratched from the lineup. Why are you scratching him? He was itchy.
It's a spot he can't reach, all right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's what coaches do.
We do favors for each other,
Helping my player out.
Scratch me later.
But anyway, there's a couple things about this. Of course this happened. Right. It's only a matter of time before something like this happened.
And it could, even if it's innocent, it could still happen because somebody at the other end of the line, even the coach is innocent, the other guy isn't. The other guy's just, hey, I got inside info, I'm going to make a bet.
I don't know if he's guilty of anything, though, is he?
Well, maybe not.
It's not regulated.
Right. Like, hey, why is it my fault that I got inside info? I happen to know the manager, and he happened to tell me something.
Well, he's not getting arrested as far as we know.
No, I don't think he should. But obviously, this is a big problem.
Well, his buddy lost his job.
Yes.
Yeah.
His acquaintance that leaked the information to him, who was the head coach, lost his job. It's weird because, first of all, the NCAA, according to my source, because I called, Michigan. I covered Michigan, so I called and asked, how much do student athletes, coaches, everything? NCAA, I guess, requires a presentation once a year to every student athlete and coach it. So Bohannon, I'm sure, was told, and I would guess that everybody is you cannot give out inside information.
Yeah, well, probably was told. It absolutely was told. Yeah. You gotta know.
Yeah. But, you can do it. This goes back to, you might not, just because you've been told doesn't mean you were paying close attention. You better be paying close attention when it comes to this stuff. This is going to happen again, too. And it could be carelessness. It could be shady.
A caper.
Yep.
This is one of those things where other coaches will be like, hey, I can't tell, even family members, I can't say anything because if this comes back to, if anybody you know starts makes a bet on this, I could lose my job.
Right. What they really should do is come up with a series of signals and signs.
Do they have that in baseball?
What we got? Regular lineup tonight. Okay.
So I know that, and again, talking to a source in Michigan, they do it, everybody gets a presentation, and they get another presentation right around March Madness. Right? They let everybody know you are not participating in this stuff.
Well, and they do, the betting companies...
You're not supposed to.
Don't the betting companies reserve the right to cancel a bet before the game takes place?
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, for instance, in a case like this, if there's heavy money put on one team, and then 15 minutes later you find out something like, oh, hey, guess what? Patrick Mahomes stubbed his toe in the locker room just prior to kickoff. He's not going to be able to play. They can take that game off the board.
Do you remember when Rick Neuheisel participated in a March Madness?
Yeah.
The bracket contest in his neighborhood?
Right, and he was a football coach, and this is basketball, and he got in trouble, lost his job, right? In Washington?
Yeah. Yes, he did. So, 248-539-9797.
Remember when Jamison Williams was placing bets on college games and got suspended by the NFL because he did it from...
I remember that time.
Yeah. Did it from Ellen Park or wherever.
Yeah. Yep. 248-539-9797. Speaking of gambling, Gators Derby picks coming up today at 138. 97-1 the ticket.
The first inning of a baseball game can be unpredictable. Does the starter have his stuff? New rule changes? Are they in rhythm? You can bet the first inning with a little more insurance. Bet no-run first-inning wagers with confidence at BetMGM. Make a no-run first-inning prop on any Friday MLB game, and if only one run is scored in the first, you're getting your stake back in bonus bets. They've got your back up to $20. Take big swings all season long with BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and an official betting partner of Major League Baseball. Log into your account and sign up with BetMGM today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you play responsibly, and they offer resources to help make appropriate choices. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 and up, Michigan only. New and existing customer offer. Opt-in required. All promos subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards are issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire within 7 days. Use them or lose them. If you have a gambling problem, 1-800-270-7117. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
If you own a home that's a little older, it's built better in many ways. But what can drive you crazy is how it feels. Too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer, and in the spring, flipping from heat to AC. Often in the same day. You love your house, except for the comfort. But you can't enjoy anything if you aren't comfortable. You can crank the thermostat, which helps a little, until you get your utility bill. Ouch. Well, you can fix the problem for good with high-efficiency USA foam insulation. Game changer. In one day, you can make your home comfortable no matter what the weather. And it'll look smart because it pays for itself in energy savings. You'll reach genius level if you call now because it's National Insulation Month and you can get free install labor from USA Insulation. You pay for the foam, they'll install it for free. And that's on top of the $1,200 kickback you can get from the energy tax credit. Practically Jeopardy level genius with that one. The only thing
fixing, selling, and instant cash offer. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Your next non-stop adventure starts not too far from here at Flint Bishop with flights to the beach, the Vegas Strip, Music City, the Arizona Red Rocks, and more. Fly with ease and ultra-low fares when you book a non-stop flight from Flint Bishop today at Allegiant.com.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Pura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Let's go. Let's make it happen. On a ball. All right. We need Blake Dunn. What's Blake Dunn? Blake Dunn. Get it done. 49 on base percentage this season. Come on. Organization. That's with Cincinnati.
Reds.
That's right.
Reds who are further from first place in the title. Gonna trade for
They can use it. Ronald Rodriguez.
Okay, Gators Derby picks coming up here. Annual thing we do. We don't belabor it, and not everybody's into the Derby. But it's not a big ratings getter, so. But we'll get his picks coming up shortly. Meantime, Mike Sando from The Athletic puts on something cool every year. He gets execs from inside the NFL to comment unattributed quotes regarding each team's draft. As Sando writes, it's my annual 32-team post-draft look at what execs, speaking out on the condition of anonymity for competitive reasons, found most interesting, most confounding, and worth considering. So he does this for every single team. So, did our Lions do something unconventional?
That they did.
There we go. The Lions are a bit like the Falcons. Both teams unapologetically invest early picks in players they love with less regard for positional value. For the Lions, that meant spending their first 4 picks on a running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, an inside linebacker, Jack Campbell, a tight end, Sam Laporta, and a safety, Brian Branch. Using a first-round pick to swap out a non-premium position, that is a weird one, the exec said. How great does Gibbs have to be to justify it? I think it's really high to take Gibbs, and it was high to take Campbell. And you paid those positions in free agency with almost identical 3-year, $18 million contracts, one exec said. That said, Gibbs is dynamic, and that offensive coordinator is going to get the most out of it. They are going to be hard to defend.
So, this is the way that I feel like everybody has the same thoughts, right? So, like, I'm going to do this. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. By the way, the player's great.
It's so weird.
He's going to have a fantastic year.
They're going to know how to use it.
There's no way you should take him at 12 with a great player you just acquired.
It's so strange.
You can't take a linebacker, a middle linebacker at 18. It's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense. And by the way, he's fantastic. I'm going to tell you, this guy is like, he's potentially low-key clean, but I don't agree with that. It's positional value.
Why'd you do that? Take that great player.
Why'd you take that great player? Meanwhile, how good is the positional value taking a tight end in the second round?
Well, an evaluator
safety in the second round.
Here's more for the same story. An evaluator called Brian Branch the smartest
nutritional value. What? You have a wide receiver at 15 yards receiving and 10 touchdowns. And you took him at 7th overall. You know what people would say? Great pick. Yep. Running back does it, like, no, you can't do that. Well, let's see him do it, okay? Now there's an expectation on Jahmyr Gibbs, and it is lofty, particularly after you trade DeAndre Swift and you sign David Montgomery, and people are scratching their heads going, what do you get? Okay, I mean, I guess running back by committee, you need to have guys, but we're expecting big things from Jahmyr Gibbs, given that Montgomery's got a 3-year contract. So those two guys are going to have to coexist and put up big numbers.
Well, ideally, they're all set there for 3 years, right? Ideally, that is a box checked. Don't worry about it. Just rotate 3 years, third running. Yep. We're good to go. I mean, nobody stays healthy. Nobody stays healthy. You just do your best. Gator. It's time for our annual Derby picks. Okay. Yeah. And look, we don't spend a ton of time talking about the Kentucky Derby. It's interesting though because the last couple of years we've had the apps you can actually bet on the Derby.
Yeah.
And so we might throw a little Derby party tomorrow night.
Oh.
Yeah. Son moved back home, so the house is full.
Late afternoon.
Yeah, late afternoon. Right. So might have a little fun with it. Get the grill fired up.
Yeah.
Weekend's going to be beautiful. Maybe go get the stuff to make the mint juleps. Lean into it a little bit. Why not?
There you go. Go Flying Ace Spirits Bourbon.
All right, so you put some time and effort into this, so we want to get your picks on the air and then go into that.
So I look at two horses that are more favorites. They're not the favorites, but they're horses that have good odds. Like they're thought of as being some of the better horses in this race. And then I took one long shot. Okay?
Yep.
So the first horse I looked at is Dogamount. Dogamount comes from Good Boy Farms. It's in eastern Paducah. Won 3 of the last 6 races, including the Run for the Hills. The jockey is Javier Chunk McGinn, and he's looking for his first Derby win. So that's Dogamount. I don't know what the odds are going to be for it, but probably going to be, I don't know, 7-1, something like that. The next horse is She's a Muffin. It's the filly from Philly that has been the darling of the racing circuit for the last few months, showing in all 9 of her races while winning 4, actually. It's co-owned by the fabulous Tarver sisters of Whip Butter TikTok fame. Jockey Shayna Na, and always been a bridesmaid looking to become the first-time winner of the Derby. Lastly, Doug, the long shot. Prankster's Paradise. Kitchelow Farms in South Central Frankfurt has produced some fine thoroughbreds over the years, including the Great Buffalo's twin, Buffalo, who happens to be the sire to Prankster's Paradise. Rapid legend Snow actually migrated south to purchase this steed and is looking to put himself on the map with help of jockey Jose Quintal. This is no doubt going to be a long shot. Prankster's Paradise has yet to actually win and is only placed in 3 of the 8 races, but Doug, you can't measure heart.
But it's Snow? Informer?
Yeah.
Is the owner of Prankster's Paradise?
Yes. Yes. You never know.
You do.
You never know.
God, that'd be great if Snow could make an on-camera appearance.
That would be great. When was the last time we saw Snow?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he was licking your boom boom down.
Whatever it is. Strange.
So, talking about She's a Muffin, Prankster's Paradise.
That's right.
There you go. Do you know what's coming up Monday?
No. get at 888-GET-GREEN or go to naturalwaylawn.com.
This is Andrew Bogish with an Odyssey Sports Minute sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles. The NBA's getting impatient. The Bucks fired head coach Mike Budenholzer yesterday after their first-round flameout. This means that 3 of the last 4 champs have already made a coaching change. Nick Nurse in Toronto, Frank Vogel with the Lakers are the others. Watch your back, Steve Kerr. I'm Andrew Bogish.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights, open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, for behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe. Fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Ellie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. And Granger, all our MVPs, working with and supplies and solutions for every industry, 24/7 customer support. Call or play Granger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Is your check engine light on? Let our professional parts people scan and diagnose the problem for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Auto Parts. On May 6th, it's Saturday Night Football in the D. Terrific catch, touchdown! Get your tickets for the Showboat Showdown against your Panthers. Ready to go ripping and roaring? WWE Superstar Big E is your home game MC. They're fired up this club, so bring the whole